views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff and management of WWDB-TV.
Hey folks, welcome to Let's Talk Sports with Rick and Jack. This is our football edition. My friend, he can't speak right now because, man, oh man, last week, I think he won maybe three. Oh, I was giving him one extra. So anyways, you know what? I would do the show by myself, but I don't just like to hear me speak all show long, and I need his picks too so that we can rub it in again. He went for 3 weeks. He went 11-3, right? And then last week, the 3 went the other way. But I don't want to do the show by myself, so I'm Jack. He's Rick.
Oh, let me talk. Let me talk. You know I'm going to talk now. Anyways, he's right. After all those weeks of bragging and watch me, bet me, and I apologize to everybody that was betting Rick Manarino's picks. It was a bad week. I just, you know, the NFL got a little funny with, you know, some big teams losing. You know, Seahawks lost.
To be honest, yeah, to be fair, like I had the Seahawks, I had Pittsburgh. Like they weren't supposed to lose.
Pittsburgh lost. Tennessee lost, who we thought was going to be the.
They finally got their running game down packed, and they disappointed us. So
it was disappointing. The Raiders won. How about that game? God bless.
I was not as a Jets fan. I was not disappointed with the.
I mean, that's an embarrassment.
With the loss.
As you know, Greg Williams got fired.
Yes.
Defensive coordinator for the Jets. For those of you who don't know, give you a little history on Greg Williams, though. He probably should have never had the job. He was the guy that was heavily associated with that suspension that went down for the coaches in the organization for putting a bounty on quarterbacks and paying his players to hurt quarterbacks. He was suspended for a year, along with the head coach and the general manager. I don't believe Greg Williams ever should have come back into football. I don't know. What do you think?
No, he shouldn't have.
You don't take people's livelihood away by putting bounties on to hurt quarterbacks. The guy, first of all, for me, he's been all over. He reminds me of Rob Ryan, Rex Ryan's brother. Coach all over, defensive coordinator everywhere, never won. Finally, he's out of the league. Terrible defensive coordinator. Greg Williams, his claim to fame was the year that New Orleans won the Super Bowl. He was a defensive coordinator. Well, there's a lot of other people that make decisions. I think Greg Williams should have never been allowed to come back into the league. He was the guy that was responsible for trying to hurt quarterbacks. I got no respect for you, Greg Williams. I'm glad you lost your job, and I hope they're not going to be paying you much more money. I just don't like people to try to hurt people. Bully. Anyways,
not to mention, I felt like he was a
bully.
He was a little snake while he was in the Browns organization. He cost the head coach his job there too, and I think he did the same. He's going to do the same thing right here with the Jets. As a Jets fan, when I saw that, I was jumping for joy because I'm like, no way are they going to mess up the L's for Lawrence. And guess what? They were doing it, and then Greg Williams, he came through. So thank you, Greg, but goodbye.
We play to win football games.
Yes, as you can see, the players did.
And the Raiders, they're still alive in the playoff hunt, but the Raiders aren't going in the playoffs.
So
they're an unorganized football team also.
A little bit of history with Greg Williams too. Him and I call him Chucky, but
Gruden.
Him and Gruden, they have a history together. They play chess match against each other. Gruden actually knew exactly what he was going to do because this is what he does.
You're absolutely correct. And Carr even said it in the interview after the game that John Gruden knew what they were going to do because Greg Williams is famous for blitzing, and they showed a whole package of it, highlights,
and it works
on ESPN. And he does that. He blitzes on that Hail Mary situation, and he's been successful every time except this one. But there were a lot of things that went into that.
But the corner got beat.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a bonehead call. it's a bonehead call. You never make it. You put 11 guys back, rush 2, let them throw the ball over the middle, and it's over. But some things had to happen for it to work for the Raiders. I mean, the blitz package was there. They came hard. You saw a running back pick up, a block that he needed to pick up. That was great. You saw a tight end pick up a block that he had to pick up.
And he got enough time to throw the ball.
And he moved up into the pocket. But the thing that bothered me from a football aspect, not from a mentality expert, from a mentality side, and an expert, they think they're experts on the mentality side of it. This is just not a play you make. You don't blitz. It's not a play you make. But everything had to go right.
You stop it from going. You stop it. That's where you play zone, and you stop that ball from going in the end zone.
You let it go over the middle. But again, in everybody's defense, the culprit really there was the cornerback, because
he got beat.
You let a guy Henry Ruggs come down the field and make an inside move, and you bite that inside move. Let him go inside. Let him catch the ball inside at the 30-yard line. You're going to tackle him before he makes a touchdown. But let him, when he jukes you inside, let him go. Let him go. But he bit on the move. His hips went inside, right around him, up the sideline. So
wide open.
Again, is that good coaching, bad coaching? Again, it comes down to the organization. It's a bonehead move by the coaches.
Experience on the corner,
Number one, it's a bonehead move. That whole organization be torn down. Torn down. Gaze doesn't belong there. He didn't belong in Miami. Another horrible coach.
So another failed coach.
Why waste our time talking about the Jets and a lousy team?
So before we start, why does the NFL, instead of promoting coordinators to do, potential coordinators that you see do being successful at their positions, why not promote those guys rather than it's like they start recycling the coaches?
Over and over.
Perfect example we have in Dallas with McCarthy. Granted, he was successful there, but
to a point. He was successful in Green Bay to a point. His last few years, he was pretty bad.
Yes. So why not do a fresh start? It's working for Arizona. It's working for
Miami,
LA, Miami. Yeah. Like these places, these coaches are actually doing decent. So
you know who I'm real proud of is the guy Judge, who was a special teams coach in New England, and on Belichick's staff for years. He's doing a real good job in New York. You realize they're 5-2 after an 0-5 start?
Yes, it's just a matter for them to get the ball rolling. And now I was happy when they started winning because
McCoy's
I know we have our bet going.
Yeah,
so and I wanted
you're still way down.
I know, but
9-5. Buffalo will continue to win. Buffalo's a good team. Speaking of all this stuff, get to the relevancy of all this. And the relevancy of it is who's going to win it. We can talk about all this stuff and these teams. My point is, there's some real good teams in the AFC, man. I mean, there's like 5 or 6 teams that could win, that could be in the Super Bowl. You want to name them for me?
No, let me hear your 5 and I'll
Kansas City.
Okay.
Tennessee.
Yes.
Indianapolis.
Okay.
Who else do I like? Who am I missing?
What about the 11-1?
Steelers?
Yeah. No?
No. Ticking time bomb. Steelers' end is going to come soon. I believe the best teams right now are Cleveland, in the AFC. Cleveland, Tennessee, Kansas City, and Indianapolis. Who am I forgetting? Anybody? Buffalo. Buffalo, that's my 5.
I think Buffalo is that dark horse that not only do they have an offense, but their defense is good too. And hey, offense basically fills seats, but defense wins championship. And with their defense, they can go a long way.
Yeah, and I mean, they can go a long way. And Allen is playing really good football. I think Buffalo is a good team. I touted them for the Super Bowl. You know that. I touted them hard. But you still can throw. Pittsburgh fans, they're not happy with what I'm saying, but I think Pittsburgh is not as good as their record.
Because they're not.
And Baltimore is not as bad as their record, I guess. So you could throw Pittsburgh and Baltimore in there, but in the end, in the reality of all this, it's probably going to be Kansas City again in the Super Bowl.
But in the last, you know what? As much as I do not like the Browns, they're actually winning, and they're winning in a way that a championship team would be winning.
Exactly.
They're running the ball, and they have a two-headed monster at running back. Just as you think Hunt's out, and you're like, oh, we can get a breather. Oh no, it's Chubbs.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it's like it's a two-headed monster, and they're playing good, and they're putting Baker Mayfield in a position where he's not doing too much, and that's the kind of team he needs to be on.
Exactly. Your point is so succinct, because Cleveland is the combination of a championship team. A great running game. You put your quarterback in a position that he's going to be successful. He doesn't have to throw too much, but throws when he needs to. He's got that running game, and then they got the defense. And Stefanski's a good coach. And Stefanski, or Pansky, whatever his name is, it's a funny name, but he's a good coach. Cleveland is legit. They probably have a better defense than Kansas City. And in Cleveland, you know, I've continued to wait for them to come around, because they got a lot of good athletes. Cleveland has a lot of good athletes.
Do you think they got better without Odell Beckham?
Oh man, I was thinking about that the other day.
I'm just.
No, I made a comment to somebody. Odell Beckham must be kicking himself. This team is doing so well, and he's not around. They're probably doing well because he's not around. I mean, he's a great player, but
yeah, because we could say we can't say this.
He's a painful guy to live with.
Because we can't say the same thing about Dak Prescott not being there with Dallas, and the team is playing better. Absolutely not. You can see he's missing.
Yeah,
I can't see that Odell is missed in Cleveland.
Yeah, you know, he isn't.
I remember when
they go by their running game. As the running game goes, Cleveland goes. Because don't put Baker Mayfield in a position to win a game for you. If he's got to pass every down, he's in trouble, because he's small to begin with.
But he's also, right now, he's not looking for any specific receiver. He's looking for the open man. Get yourself open. He's not trying to thread the needle so that Odell can go up there and have this prolific catch. No, he's throwing it to the open man.
Yeah. Who going to be in the Super Bowl on the NFC side? I mean, New Orleans and Green Bay, and you know, Seattle had a little hiccup here. They've been playing pretty good.
I know you like the Rams.
I like the Rams all year. That's just was going to be my point right now. I think the Rams have been spotty at times, but again, a great combination. Again, you cannot rely on your quarterback so much. When you rely on him too much, the Rams get in trouble, and I don't know if the Rams have a good enough running game to be true contenders. They got a good passing game, but when you put pressure on the Rams offense, you saw it when they played in Miami. They weren't running the football, and what happened? When they had to pass, ball getting knocked out of the hand, fumbles,
you already know.
So
you
that's
become
my
a one-trick
concern
pony
about the Rams in the end. You know, the most complete team appears to be New Orleans. I mean, you think about how good that receiving team is, that receiving crew, and I mean, Mike Thomas hasn't really even played this year.
No.
I mean, he hasn't done much, but they got so much talent there, and Green Bay is just loaded. Like you made a point, Rodgers has got that look, and he does. Can Green Bay play good enough run defense? I don't know. I really don't know. But
so, are you counting the Bucs out?
I'm counting the Bucs out. I just don't see a consistency there. I don't. Again, Bruce Arians, a recycled guy. He's an okay coach. I don't think he's a great coach. I really think that, you know, you're probably looking at Green Bay or New Orleans for the Super Bowl. Again, I like the Rams. I've liked them all year. I've been a fan forever. I don't think they have a good enough running game to make it. Hopefully I'm wrong. But
one of my biggest, I guess, difference with one of the things I don't like the fact that he does is he calls out his quarterback publicly like that. I've always
Who's he?
Bruce Arians.
Oh yeah. He pops a lot.
I've always had that mentality. I praise in public and I reprimand in private.
Yeah.
You know,
he's a fun coach.
But he's out there, and you know the quarterback needs to play better. Like, no, bro, you know what you have.
Yeah.
You have an aging quarterback. Put him in a position, and he's gonna make. If he's trying to do something that you're not putting him in a position to do.
He's got an average offensive line,
and you're not protecting him. So then, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's trying to do something with a subpar.
He's had some miserable games, Brady. I mean, the pressure. The poor guy, you know, I've seen. I don't even call the games, but he's been under pressure, and you know he's played. He's done well there. He's done well
the
there.
thing is, he's not holding the team account. He's not holding himself accountable along with the team, because it's a direct reflection of him as the head coach. So Belichick would be, we have to play better. Everybody has to do their job. Me as a coach, I have to do my job. Quarterback has to do his job. Running back has to hold on to the ball. You know, defense has to play. Special teams has to do their job. Everybody needs to do their job. You can't just point fingers, because if you see a deficiency in your quarterback, why is he deficient? He needs protection.
Yeah. No, you're right. And it's fun to watch this stuff going down the stretch, because you know, we thought Tennessee was a world beater, running the ball with Henry, and you know he wasn't running good the other day. They got 9-10 guys up on the line of scrimmage because they know he's going to run. He had a fumble. You know, in the end, for me, I think New Orleans and Kansas City going to be in the Super Bowl. Sean Payton versus Andy Reid, a couple of great coaches, a couple of winners. But that's where I sit. How about you? What do you think before we do our picks for the week? Oh my God, that was horrible.
I'd go more along maybe Green Bay and are we gonna have the State Farm Bowl? Oh man.
Please.
Oh, we're gonna who's Jake from State Farm?
Oh, yeah, State. Yeah, he got
gonna pick.
Yeah, that's right. That commercial eating lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mahomes and
Mahomes and Rodgers
eating lunch with Jake. Man, Jake's become famous. God bless him. God bless him.
Hey,
God
from
bless
wearing
Jake
khakis,
from State Farm.
From wearing khakis.
I wish I had his job. I like that job. Hey man, Jake from State Farm. Yes. I think that's what they're setting up. Anyways, it's been fun discussion. We're going to get back into picking the games for the week. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. Thank you for watching, and we'll be right back at you. God bless.
Hi, I'm Jay Schrader, former NFL quarterback with the Redskins and Raiders, and I want to tell you about an organization that I recently got involved with, sgc-foundation.org. It's an organization, we go around, we raise money for children's hospitals and kids with autism or any other disabilities, things like that, all around the country. I'd love to have you a part of it, so check us out. Check out the website, sgc-foundation.org.
Thanks for sticking with us through the commercial break. We appreciate that. As you know, we had a lot of good discussion about what we think going on in the NFL, who's going to win what, who's doing what, the mistakes people are making. That's always fun to look at it and analyze it. But now we got to get to the real reason that people watch this show, my friend Jack.
Yeah.
They watch this show for picks, man. Picks, winners, coins. And again, I started the show with a piece of tape on my mouth, and I really don't deserve to talk today, but he deemed it okay. Jack deemed it okay.
I didn't do that much better myself.
3 wins on the week.
9-7, 9-7 for me.
Terrible. I had 3 wins, but you know, it's a new week. That's the past. You know, it's over. Let's move on. We've made more money than we lost this year, I can tell you that, but let's get down to it. What do we got for week 14? Thursday night football.
Thursday night football, we have Patriots against the Rams. I like the Patriots this week. I think they can continue what they were doing last week. It's just a matter of if they can contain the Rams' lackluster running game, then they can win.
Yeah, you know, the Patriots look great, 45-0 against, who did they beat?
San Diego.
I'm surprised that guy still got his job.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Los Angeles
Chargers,
not San Diego.
Oh.
Los Angeles Chargers they beat. Doesn't matter what city they're in, they suck. And Anthony Lynn should, again, I love all people. If you know me, you know that I love all people, but I don't love all people's body of work, and I don't like what's going on with the Chargers. They need a change. Last year they had all these excuses that they lost those last second games. This year, to lose 45-0 to New England, you at home, you're an embarrassing ball club. So that probably means New England, they stayed in Los Angeles all week, huh? Mm-hmm. Because they played the Chargers, and now they play the Rams. So
Same stadium.
Cam been staying out of trouble in the great LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
No COVID. No COVID this week. Staying a whole week in LA.
Yeah.
Woo! Or did they go home? You know, Belichick, he's funny. You put them on a plane and go home, and so they can be in their beds. I don't know, but I would just assume.
Keep routine.
My mind would tell me that they stayed in LA. I could be wrong. If you know, let me know, because I'm interested in that. Because Belichick, if I know him, he just took them back home. Got on a plane that night, went home, and I don't know. Logic tells me they stayed in LA. Anyways, I think the Rams win that game easily. I'm giving 6 points. I'm all day with the Rams. I really think that's one of my picks of the week, so I'm going with the Rams. Next up,
Packers, Lions.
Lions won a football game. They're 8.5-point favorites. Packers, that's a rivalry game.
Yeah, that's a division game, so
Yeah,
but I'll still take the Packers on that.
Packers will win by more than 8.5. Rodgers got the look. He's got the receivers going. The defense is improving.
But you also have a new coach over there. Well, a coach that's, in a sense,
Hungry.
coaching for a job.
Detroit's hungry. Hey, they had a nice win.
But I'm still going to go Packers because I go for the win.
I'm going for Packers. We both are.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Titans, Jaguars.
Jaguars, hapless team, 1 win. Tennessee is mad they lost. Tennessee gets back to it this week. 7.5-point favorites. Tennessee all day long. They're an angry team. That's my pick of the week, by the way. I'm taking the Titans, giving the 7.5, and triple, quadruple your bet. So if you're betting $1, bet 4. Okay. Oh, what a bad game.
Why is this even on? Like, just tie it and move on.
Okay, quickly. Who you got?
Cowboys, Bengals.
Oh my God.
I'm still gonna go Cowboys. I like
Cowboys favored by 4.
But I like the way the Cowboys were playing last week, despite losing. Just to show, it showed a little bit of spark as far as what Andy can do, and if they put him in a position, the offense will be there. With the Bengals, who's quarterback right now?
Allen. Another Allen.
Yeah. Okay. So
Kyle Allen.
So I'm gonna go Cowboys.
We got a lot of Allens in the league. I'm definitely going.
Allen.
Exactly. The good ones. The good Allen is in Buffalo. People are sick at this station. God bless. Hey, let's move on. I'm taking the Bengals all day long. The Bengals win that game. Bengals win that game easily. Giants, Cardinals.
At Giants, I'm going to go Arizona. Despite me liking the way the Giants are playing right now and hoping that they win, I'm going to go Cardinals. I think they need a redemption win this week.
The Giants continue to roll. They feel it. The Giants are getting better every week. I'll take that 2 points from the Cardinals. The Giants are getting better every week, and the Cardinals are getting worse. Again, bad coach, Kingsbury over there in Arizona. He didn't even win at Texas Tech. Why they got him in college coaching pro football?
I don't know, sir.
Hey, New York Giants all day long.
Okay, Texans, Bears.
Ugh, the Bears, another coach that should be fired. My God, the Bears. If you're a Bear fan, I feel for you.
I'm going to go Texans.
They're poor. So am I, and I'm going to give the 2.5. It's a shame the way the Texans lost this last week. You know, I thought I did a great job of picking them and taking that, and they fumbled the ball down on the goal line and lose the game. And that was a terrible loss. That was a terrible loss for Houston last week. I mean, they're right on the cusp of winning that game. And bad snap, kind of a bad snap. It gets fumbled by Watson, and it gets picked up, and oh my God, they lose the game. Terrible. Anyways, I'm definitely going with Houston.
Okay, Broncos.
You going to go with the Bears? You said?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, sir. Texas for me.
Okay.
Broncos, Panthers. I like Panthers at this one.
I like Panthers. McCaffrey will be back this week. After all, he's had a rough season, but when he plays, he's so good. He's a difference maker. McCaffrey will be back. I'll go with Carolina also.
Vikings, Bucks. Vikings for me.
Both got to win. Both teams need to win to stay in the playoff hunt.
Both need.
You're going with the Vikings?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going with the Bucks all day long at home. I'm giving, again, I play points. I'll go make that bet so I can make the extra money. 6.5 is a lot. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop cooking the running game. Tampa's defense they say they're good, but they're really not that good. They're really not that good. But I'm going to go with Tampa.
If the offense can't stay on the field, the defense suffers.
Yeah, that's so true. So true. Anyways, I'm not a Cousins fan, so I'm a Brady fan, so I'll go with Tampa Bay, based just on that.
Chiefs, Dolphins.
Good game.
I like the Chiefs.
7 points. They're in Miami giving 7. I'm going to take the Dolphins to step up and play a great game. You got the Chiefs. I'm going to take the Dolphins in the 7 points. Ooh.
The Colts with our
Your favorite
Las
team.
Vegas Raiders. I'm
Your
going to go
second
Colts.
favorite team. Yeah, the Colts need to continue to win. You don't go into and play a great game against Tennessee the way they did and really demolish them and go the next week to play the Raiders and lose. You just can't do that if you want to be a playoff team. And again, I think they have a great coach. I really like Indianapolis' coach. So given 2.5 at Raiders, I'll take Indianapolis. Sorry, Raider fans. I know you all hating us and hating on us, and you hate on me all the time because I am not a Raider fan. But they got so lucky last week. Again, how do you be the one team that's going to end up losing to the Jets? They got lucky that they got a W, but the Jets should have one win. And it should be against the Raiders.
Quick trivia, when's the last time the Jets were this bad?
Every year.
They were 1-15. I want to say it was either 90, I want to say 93, 94.
Yeah.
That's the year they drafted Keyshawn Johnson.
Oh, yeah, good old Keyshawn. What a good career. USC. Next.
My game of the week, the New York Jets, Seattle Seahawks.
You taking the Jets?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you almost said yes.
In fact, this is my game of the week, and I'm going to say the
13.5 points, they're going to win by more than that?
They're going to win by 2 touchdowns at least.
2 touchdowns. Well,
Yes.
they have to because 13.5, they would have to win. 2 TDs from my friend Jack. Here's their other great team, the Chargers and Falcons. Woo!
This one is a hard one for me, but I'm going to go with Chargers on this one.
You are?
Yeah, they had a bad loss last week. I think Coach Lynn got into their you-know-what, and they're going to come out on all flying colors.
Yeah, they have a bad game every week. They had one good, decent game the week before. They didn't play anybody. Chargers suck. Falcons are at least a team that tries hard. I'm going to go with the Matt Ryan effect. He's going to have a big game. And, I'll give that 3 points and go with the Falcons and Matt Ryan.
Okay.
Eagles, Saints. Boy, there's some there's some really bad teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of that? There's some really bad teams.
Yes,
I think this year
I'm a
more
fan
than
of
most.
one of them.
Hey, I think this year more than most years, there's some really inept football in the NFL. I mean, there's really some bad teams. And then what happens? Some of these bad teams play pretty good, and it messes up the betting lines. But I'm happy for the teams that are picking it up, like Washington and the Giants are playing. Those guys are working hard to play good ball. Atlanta's been playing pretty good. Those are average teams that are working hard to get better. So, anyways, you're going to go with the Saints, right?
Yeah, I'm no Saint, but I'm going to pick the Saints.
Jalen Hurts. It's going to be a long day for him. Carson Wentz, the $110 million man, 4 years, $110 million he signed. He's going to be on the bench. Your $110 million man's going to be on the bench.
He lacks confidence.
He lacks leadership, a poor organization.
Okay.
Starts with the owner. Anyways,
The nameless
you don't want me to get
football
started.
team
New Orleans.
against the 49ers.
What do you mean, Washington football team? Again, Niners, boy, they didn't look that good this week to me. I'm going with Washington. I'll take the 4.5 at Arizona. San Francisco doesn't play at home anymore. They don't have a home field. Their new home field is Arizona. So this game is in Arizona. For you, all of you that don't know, this game is in Arizona. The Niners aren't allowed to play in Northern California because they shut down all contact sports. So the Niners are actually residing in Arizona for the next month, 3 weeks a month, because after they play this game, they have their next road game will be against Arizona. So the Niners are going to be in Arizona for a long time.
Yeah. So if you didn't know, now you know.
Yeah, So don't think they're playing at home. They're not playing at home. It's a road game for both teams. But Ron Rivera, I love the man, great coach. There's an example of a great coach. An example of a great coach, Ron Rivera. That's a good coach. Sean Payton, good coach. These guys are good coaches. Andy Reid. I don't want to get into the horrible coaches in the NFL. I'm ready to take a job, by the way. Call me. Washington. You want Washington too?
Yes, absolutely. I love the way Alex Smith is playing right now.
Okay.
And this is actually, it would have been like a return home for him. This is the team that actually drafted him.
Yeah.
And then shipped him out for a younger quarterback.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, and the younger quarterback didn't work out either, but he
He-
got
yeah,
famous.
that
He got
young-
Amos for kneeling on the sideline.
Actually, that quarterback took him to the Super Bowl.
Oh, I know, but it was Alex Smith's team. Anyways, Alex Smith got hurt and he took over. I know the story. Anyways, he got famous.
Sunday Night Football. This should be a good one.
Wait a minute, back up. I just wanted to reiterate that our man Alex Smith is comeback player of the year, as I've told you week after week. Let's give him his props.
Yes, I do like him the way he's been playing.
2 years off. Horrible injury.
Yes.
That's the man right there. Alex
Not to
Smith.
mention
not
that
Cam Newton or Tom Brady or who you said is going to be who. Ben Roethlisberger.
Big Ben. He's 11-1.
That's another bet we got. 2 6-packs.
All right.
Buffalo at home against Pittsburgh. Ooh,
This is the first.
finally a good game on this whole.
This is the first test for actually Pittsburgh. They were supposed to
How
lose
about a test for Buffalo?
No.
This isn't a test for Buffalo. Pittsburgh's only lost 1 game.
But Buffalo's been playing good teams.
I love Buffalo. I'm going to take them all day long. Like I said, Pittsburgh isn't as good as anticipated.
I'm taking Buffalo too. I think this is going to be 2 L's.
A lot of Pittsburgh fans in Vegas, but I'm going to go with Buffalo. I'll take that 2 points all day long. Again, I said early in the year that Buffalo was going to be in the Super Bowl. As the season's gone on, it's hard to believe that because Kansas City isn't getting weaker; they're getting better. But I'll take Buffalo in this game, and then we got Monday Night Football, which is another good game. 2 must-win teams. Baltimore can't lose. Baltimore has to win out to even make the playoffs.
And that's why I'm going with them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with them this week.
I think Cleveland will continue to prove who they are. They'll take the 1 point, and I think Cleveland will continue to excel.
It's going to be Believeland, huh?
Believeland. We got a couple good games the end of the week. I like it. Sunday night and Monday night. The rest of it is
There's only one
choppy.
game that I think that
Choppy.
shouldn't even be on is Dallas and Cincinnati. But, you know, everybody got to play that.
Yeah, that's a weak game.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's have a good week. Week 13 was great for you. You went 9-7. That's not great, but that's good. People make money if they bet with you. You lost a lot of money if you bet with me, but continue to watch this. Week 14. NFL is choppy, man, with all this COVID and games moving around and the psyche of it and players' psyche, and it's rough week to week betting on the NFL.
So my question to you is, if they had played on Sunday, do you think
Pittsburgh would have won?
Pittsburgh would have won?
I do. All that bouncing around, they've been dealing with it, but too much.
And then you give Ron Rivera.
They've been dealing with it too much.
You give Ron Rivera time to
they haven't really been fair to Pittsburgh.
To prepare, he's gonna do something.
I was glad for Washington, though. I'm glad to see them lose. The Miami Dolphins are, still have the only undefeated season. Larry Zonka and the boys.
They
still undefeated.
They lit the cigar.
They did.
Put the bourbon in the glass.
God bless them. I love it.
And celebrate.
They celebrate. They deserve it. They're the best. Anyways, thanks. This was a great week for you. I had it, not so good, but this is week 14 is a new week.
This is redemption week for you.
I'm still way ahead, so I'm good, and I hope the fans are. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for following our picks. Let's get back on board if you're going with me, and a combination of both of us is always the way to go. And good luck with your picks this week. Good luck with your fantasy football. Please like the show. Even when we don't win, we try hard. Please like the show. Really, please like the show. Follow us. Share it with your friends. Become a subscriber. We enjoy this NFL show a lot. I cringe at the thought that eventually the season's going to be over because I'm having a lot of fun with it. But I know you're having a lot of fun with it. Thanks a lot. It's been a great show. Good luck to you all. Anything else to finish with?
Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. So as soon as our producer extraordinaire, Mr. John Stiles, upload, you'll get that notification, and you'll start watching and placing your bets.
Yes, please watch our show. Enjoy it. Get your bets in. We got Thursday Night Football coming up. Get that one in. I think it's a good week to start with the Rams myself, but I don't want to be too much one way. Anyways, enjoy your week. The rest of it, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy college football, pro football, and check out that UFC event this weekend. It should be good. ESPN Plus. God bless. Thank you. Continue to like and watch us. Have a great day.